Hello everyone, it's Gigo here and welcome back to the channel once again. Today we find ourselves in Prampram, so we are actually in the township of Prampram. This is the road that leads all the way to Ningo, right? And today's episode, if you are looking for your dream house, this is the right address. I have found the right address for your dream house. So stay tuned for today's episode. So if it is your first time hearing Prampram, Prampram is just 45 minutes drive from Accra, the airport. Prampram is one of Ghana's fastest growing coastal town, and the savvy investors are already taking notice. So, before we get to our final destination, I would like to state that from the main road, which is the Prampram Ningo Road, to our final destination, this is the only untarred road you will drive on. I haven't edited, the drive through yet. And you can see you have the Awos Lodge, right, which is very famous in Prampram. And then next is a hospital, right? It is a private hospital which is just open, a very big one. You can see they have lab, scan, everything. And beside this hospital, you also have the polyclinic, which is the Prampram Polyclinic, which is the main clinic, the government clinic, which is also, going under renovation, right? So you have two hospitals very close to you. Then the polyclinic is just like 5 minutes drive from here, and you are sharing borders with this hospital and then Awos Lodge, right? And driving from, like I said, this is the only on tarred road, right? So if you want to go to Accra, Cape Coast, Volta region, Ibri, this is the only untarred road you will drive on. Immediately you get to the junction and then you joined the main road, which you just saw. You are not going to drive on any untarred road till you get to Accra, you get to Ibri, you get to Volta region, you get to Cape Coast. To all the major roads, this is the only untarred road you will drive on. And you can see it for yourself. It is not in a bad state, right? No potholes. And the best thing is that you have, major facilities around it, meaning it will be constructed very soon. So my question is, what if your next investment was not just a smart investment, but a breathtaking? On that note, I welcome you to Turtle Nest Coastal Estate, which is a premium gated community by pristine shores of Prampram, Ghana, where real estate meets real opportunities. You can see it for yourself. We just went 360 view. This is a 7-acre, gated community which is next to the sea, and this is where smart money meets the sea. Why am I saying that? Because with a high demand of vacation rentals, holiday homes, and a long-term residence in Prampram, this is your chance to own a property in a secured and high potential enclave.
Hi, this is Turtle Nest Coastal Estate in Prampram. It's a development of 72 houses. A number of them are going to be one bed semi-detached. Some are going to be 2-bed fully detached houses, and others will be 3-bed fully detached houses. The development is going to be in phases, and in the last phase there's going to be a block of apartments. So as you come in here, you're coming through the entrance of the estate. There's going to be, to the right is going to be the entrance, and to the left is going to be the exit. This is about 60% complete at the moment in terms of the entrance. So you come through the entrance. Unfortunately, we have to go through the pedestrian entrance, but because the car entrance is blocked. So you go through the entrance, basically assuming you've driven through here. right? So there's a road here straight towards the first unit of semi-detached being constructed. To the left here is reserved area for apartments that's going to be in the last phase. So it's going to be sea view apartments on all this side. There's a road boundary between the one-bed units and then the apartments. So the apartment says, I can't remember exact size, but it's going to be able to take 2 nice block apartments with car parks and other facilities to the left here. But coming back to the normal side, this is how you go straight onto the land. To the right here, it's going to be some 3-bed houses. At the moment, we are using this as a block factory, manufacturing blocks to feed into the construction of the estate. So to the right here, you see those 3-bed houses. So you come straight and you'll be facing the first unit of the semi-detached, one-bed semi-detached being constructed. So there's a road to the left. There's a road to your left here that goes down. It's actually a stream from here that goes into the sea. So it's a stream to the left, just before that building over there. That is a stream which is a boundary between us and the structure there, and it goes way to the sea, as you can see. So sometimes the sea overflows and comes back, or water coming from the top goes here to go through the sea. So this is the first unit here. As you can see, we've done the road layout with granite, stones, gravels. So that's one road to the left, and then as I showed earlier, this is phase 4. It's going to be apartments here, so there will be no construction for some time. So all here to the left is going to be 1-bed semi-detached. It's going to be 1-bed semi-detached here. The first of which is under construction. So you can see the layout, all the layout, up to the corner there, where just before the structure you can see close to the sea. So to the left here of that road, to the left of this road here, all here is 1-bed semi-detached. And then at the far end is the lifestyle center, where there will be the swimming pool, the tennis court, the playground, and the clubhouse. So we'll have a stretch of 1-bed semi-detached, about 2/3 really of this land here. And then the last part of it is going to be the lifestyle center. Swimming pool, tennis court, basketball court, the clubhouse for members of the estate, and then some children's play area. Now to the right side here of this road here, I'm sure you can see the demarcation with the gravel. A stretch of 2-bed houses. From that road here, if you look back where we came from, the entrance, so there's a left turn here and then there's a right turn here. So this road goes to the end of the land, end of the wall. And here, between this road and the next road, is a stretch of 2-bed fully detached houses. A stretch of 2-bed fully detached houses up to the end. So between this road and the next road after is a stretch of 2-bed houses and some 3-bed houses. So we can move forward to the end of that road. So as you've come through the main entrance and turned right, if you turn right, you go straight down here to the end. It's going to be another, if you like, emergency exit. There will be a gate there. That will be the western gate, but it won't be used regularly. So all here is 2 3-bed houses, 2 3-bed houses, 2 3-bed houses, up to the end there. To the right is fully 3-bed houses. So you can see the demarcations. Basically, this shows.
Okay, yeah, sure.
So as you can see, this pillar here, this shows the road demarcation and the end of the wall. So where you see the blue pillars is the back wall between the 2 plots. So there's one here to the left and there's one to the right. So if you can see a line of blue pillars. So that's the back of the various houses in this stretch. And here would be the boundary. So that's the road here. There'll be a pillar there. You can't see because of this. That would be the road together with walkway on the sides. There'll be walkways here. So this will be the boundary for those houses, those lands. Their walls will come here.
I am getting the walls.
Yes. So you can see that pillar to that pillar. That's the extent of the road. And the corner is a corner plot. So. And then this road exits from the back road that also goes to the beach. So this is the next road. Unfortunately, it's overgrown. But if you stand clearly here, you can see that it's a road that's we've done all the demarcation with the stones and gravel. It goes up to the end there, and then to the right here are all 3-bed houses, and that's our wall there. The wall you can see there. That's our wall there. So that's the corner there, and then that's the wall goes there. So you can see here. Maybe you want to get a view back to show people's perspective of where we've come from, or the main entrance was.
Yeah. So you can easily see the road demarcation. I mean, yeah. So this is like, you can even see it's a road, right, straight. And I mean, this place is fenced, so there's no, people coming, walking here. No, you can see it is well protected. And you can see the demarcation, like you can clearly see the demarcations and the poles right here. And so, I mean, this is a well thought of development, right? So this is well thought. Okay.
So we're heading towards the beach end, and to the right here is all the 3-bed, proposed 3 beds. The plans are all done. Prospective clients can choose from any of our plans. So this will be a straight wall. You can see the pillar to pillar to show the wall. And then it goes up to the end. You can see our fence wall. There's a road behind the fence wall. To the end, you can see the stream, some of the sea water coming there in the corner there, at the end there. That's where the stream is. Right. So a few developments between us and the sea, but there's going to be walkways and other ways to get to the sea for residents here, residents of Turtle Nest Coastal Estate. So there's a straight road up to the end, which then now turns back towards the it's a lovely place, secured, titled, no litigation, no issues. 7.5 acres of prime land. 7.5 acres. You can either buy off plan, or for a limited period we are offering a few plots for sale. Otherwise it's all going to be off plan. You can buy, we can build for you. We've got G.P.G here, who is a building expert. He can help organize the construction of your house for you. We have payment terms, which he will explain in a separate video. So you can clearly see the road layout. So there's 1 plot, 2 plot, 1 plot, 2 plot. The blue pillar shows the end of the wall from here, and each one on this side is about 50 by 70. That is the generous gated community size land. 50 by 70 for the 2 beds and the 3 beds. It's 35 by 50 feet for the 1 bed semi-detached. So for these ones you see here, give and take 50 by 70. It may be less, it may be more because of the shape of the land and everything. But most of them will be 50 by 70.
It's
50 by 70. I mean, for a real estate, you don't do. It's not like inside, outside or in town. Yeah, real estate, it's quite generous. If you sit there and look at the pillar here, to the blue pillar, to the next blue pillar, to the next white pillar, that's huge land.
Okay, so
that's a typical 50 by 70.
So this is the size of the land from this white to the blue, which is the back, and then the blue, and then the white. So this is the plot.
50.
Yeah.
70.
Yeah. So the front is the 50, and going to the back is the 70.
So sometimes I was talking about you coming to build your property. Exactly so. But let me just add that it's only limited number of plots that we are making available for that. Right, so this is our perimeter wall between us and the lands that are closer to the beach. So up to the corner on the right here with that little room there, that's our end there. That's the end there. And you can see the 360 view of everything else. So to the left, talking now from the end of the land, the southern part of the land. If you can see the road there, to the left here is going to be the 3-bed houses, semi-detached, fully detached, on plot sizes about 50 by 70, some more, some slightly less. To the right, also 50 by 70, 3-bed houses, and behind there 50 by 70 for 2-bed or 3-bed houses. People can choose what they want to do. So this now is the route that proceeds from here to go to the lifestyle center. So we've got the sea to the right. Okay, this is north, south, we're facing the east. So this goes to the lifestyle center, which will be also constructed in phases alongside the development itself. Right. So the road now turns left to go back to the main estate entrance. So what you see from here, between here and the next road to the right, all here is the lifestyle center. All here is going to be the lifestyle to the end, to the stream. So the whole idea also is to be able to do some decking that we can sit from to look at the stream. So this is the lifestyle center. This is the future lifestyle center from where that road is. If I can describe it, from just past where the boat is, where the white pillar is. There's a pillar there. There's a road to the right there. So all here will be the lifestyle center. And to the left of that is a 1-bed semi-detached. 1-bed semi-detached. Way up to the road before the future apartments. There's another road there. Yeah. So from here, lifestyle center, 1-bed semi-detached. So sorry, let me take this again. So from here, lifestyle center, then there's a road. After the road is 1-bed semi-detached, a number of them. Then there's a road, and then the future apartments, and then exit to the entrance. So now we'll take a walk through the lifestyle center potentially to show you how you can get to the beach and what is happening around the area, not just on the land itself. Have a look at what is happening around the area. The development has been rapid. Like I said, this is protected and secured land, waiting for clients such as you to come. We develop it together. So this video particularly is just to show the land. Details on how to go about things will come a bit later. So there's a road here going down. This is all part of the land. There's a little stream, so there's a stream between us and the next wall there. So water coming from up there, from the main road, all passes through here, although it's remained dry for years. But the sea water and other water, this is it here, just needs some cleaning and everything. As you can see, our signage is there. It's the property of Mahatsa Ghana Limited. Property of Mahatsa Ghana Limited. We've owned this land securely for 20, going to 21 years now. So that is the end of the pillar. That's the last pillar. Here. And that's our wall. It comes up to here.
Okay, so that's the end here.
That's the end there. So, and then here, all soldier, this goes to the beach. This goes to the beach. There's a road here and there's a road next door here too. But this goes to the beach straight. And then there'll be a walkway here too along the stream to go to the beach.
Yeah.
To the right of this wall.
Okay.
To the right of the wall. Yeah. So it's up to us to develop that part actually. So this is the stream. As you can see here, these are actually 2 plots within the estate. But for now, and it's close to the entrance, for now we've used it as a block factory. So we don't manufacture regularly, we manufacture to feed the estate. So if the estate there's no progress, we don't manufacture, but this is what it is. All these structures, buildings we've done, we've manufactured the blocks right here. So future clients can be also assured that they have access to high quality blocks. Not just high quality, but in close proximity to their projects. There's water here, there's power here, there are road networks. So you come with your tipper trucks, they have no issues to get in there to your site to dump material. So this is a block factory. We manufacture on as required basis, as and when required basis. So this is it. But otherwise, there are 2 plots within the land. In future, it will revert back to being a plot, a couple of plots within the estate. So behind the wall is a different person. It's not part of us. This is our end as our wall, and then it turns out. So the development is in phases. Phase 1 involves us building some houses to sell and also making available a few plots for people who want to build themselves. There's only a few plots available. The rest of the estate we will develop and sell, or people can buy off plan and we build for them. But within the phase 1, clients can actually buy plots and build for themselves. So there's about 15 plots available for phase 1, and that will be end of it. You cannot come and buy plots to build again. You will have to buy the house from us or buy off plan if you like. So there are 4 plots here ready to go. You can build up to 3 levels, 3-story here. All the plots along the edges of the estate, you are allowed, permitted to build higher than 2-story, but not within the estate. So you don't block the view of those who want to also benefit from the breeze and the view of the sea. But along the edges, you can build higher than 2 floors. So this is the first structure, the 1-bed semi-detached. So you can see further down there is the stream. That is the lower end of the estate. If you observe, it's a slope coming down from east, sloping down to the west, to the stream. Natural flow of water, natural flow of everything. But beyond that, the estate is planned in such a way that all the 1-bed semi-detached or any other properties that are built along here would be lower than the one next to them, and that will be also lower than the one further ahead. So you can imagine in future standing by the stream, because there's going to be a walkway along the stream. There will be a long walkway with coconut trees planted to go from here up to the beach along the boundaries of the land. So even if you're walking along there and looking to your right, you're going to see a magnificent view of the estate at 3 levels of development. So lower, higher, and highest. So one level here, the next one will be a bit higher, and the one after that road, there's a road at the end of this, will also be higher. So developers clients will be allowed to build up to 3 stories along the boundary wall, and to here, adjacent to the block factory here, you can build 3. And of course, the estate, the apartments will come probably 5-6 high, and that would even give you a better view. And the apartments will come with a penthouse. Each of the blocks will have a penthouse to the top. So that is the plan here. So you can imagine in future standing here on where we are now. This is one bed semi-detached under construction, 2 of them, one on each side. And this is the median of it. This is the middle part. This is a wall dividing this one and that one. So it's a living room, bedroom, kitchenette, toilet, bathroom, guest bathroom, and a caretaker's quarter. So if anyone is even interested in some of these, we can develop it for them. Anyone is interested in one of these, we can develop a 1-bed semi-detached for them. We will quote you the price in a later communication. So all these can be those. But equally, people can decide to buy 2 plots together and build 2, 3, 4 bedrooms depending on their need. But at one level, it won't be a story. Any construction along the stream side will not be a story. Apart from maybe the leisure center, which will have some sort of higher structures, because there will be tennis court and other clubhouse and other things there.
Right. So, in addition, as you ask whether we are interested in partnerships, indeed, we are interested in partnership in terms of finance and equity. As you can see, the whole development, as I've said in other videos, is that it's going to be over a number of phases, a number of years. And the reason it's going to be over a longer period is because we've got to progressively develop the estate due to inadequate finance. So we are pretty much developing one property after the other, a number of them after the other as we go. So it's going to take a bit long. However, if we have anybody who is interested in partnership, we shall welcome the discussion with that individual or such a group, where we have, a means of raising finance to develop the whole thing. I mean, with the right amount of financial resources, the whole estate could be completed, including the phase 4, which is the apartment block. All could be completed within 2 years, and sold also. Because once we start developing a number of them at the same time, I'm pretty sure that based on our market research at the moment, all the houses will be sold. We don't even have to build half of the estate. The rest of it will all be sold. So we are interested in partnership. If there's anyone out there with the right resources, with the right interest, and they want to talk to us, it's info@mahadsa.com, info@mahadsa.com. You can drop us an email, and then we can start talking. Thank you.
So that was Dr. Mahmood for you, the developer and the owner of this project. And if you have any questions or any inquiries, you can send him, an email, and then he will respond to all your questions if you have any, right? So I also like to add that, to me, I see this, project as an investment, right, project, right? Because I mean, Prampram is known to be the holiday hub, vacation hub where you have a lot of results, line up. I mean, you can just go to Google Map and type in Prampram, zoom along the coast side, and you see what is happening here, right? So the reason why I support this movement is, like I told you the early this year, I wanted, to find a gated community where people can come together, and put up something. But this is more for like investment, because I mean the price of just one bedroom, right? One bedroom by this close to the sea. I mean, you're not going to get a land this far, right? I mean, by the way, just notice that it is not a beachfront project, right? I mean, it is like 200 meters away from, I mean, that's the boundary. It's 200 meters away, and it is 7.5 acres. So I mean, we are not that much close to the sea. But my point here is that I've done a research in Prampram, and the lowest, rental you can get for a night as Airbnb in Prampram is $30 a night, right? And this is not close to the sea, right? This is not close to the sea. So I did my calculation, and I mean, if you are to just have a client, or let me say a guest, for only weekends, right? For only weekends, which is 2 nights, Saturday, Sunday, is like $60, right? So in a week, let's say in a week you are making $60, on your rentals. That means that for a month you are making like $240 a night. A month in a year is 2,880, right? I know these figures sound less, in your ears, but then after 20 years, you are making about 57,600 US dollars, right? And if you, I mean, I don't want to put out the figures of the one bedroom, the cost here, because the prices will change. I mean, this is a promotion he's giving me for you guys on the channel. So the price that, I mean, as of now, the price for one bed is almost the same. If you invest in this project, in 20 years you will break even, right? And this is you renting it 2 days in a week, right? You are renting it 2 days in a week and 8 days in a whole month, and you are breaking even after 20 years. So you just imagine that you can rent it more than 2 days in a week. I mean, if you're in the diaspora and you know people that travels up and down, and you buy one bedroom at this location, and you just rent it out for someone who is coming to visit Ghana in a week or a two, that means that you only need 1 week, for 20 years to break even with this project, right? So, and also just 8 days in a month for you to break even with this project. Like I said, this is just a promotion he's giving for now, because as development goes on, the prices will change. But I don't want to put the prices here because it is subject to change, because the structures are not yet in. So if you purchase, you make your first deposit, that's when we're going to start with the construction for you. I'll bring more updates on this particular project, but please note that these developments are in phases, right? So the first phase is where we have the promotion now, right? That's why, I mean, when you get in touch with him, he will explain everything to you. So the prices here, I can tell you, is way cheaper. You're not going to get this in Prampram. I live in Prampram. I know how much people are charging for rentals in Prampram. Like I said, the $30 a night is the least you will get in the township, not even talking about you having the sea view and everything. I mean, you'll be paying like 40 to 50 or $60 a night. So I use the minimum, amount for this calculation. So that means that you will get more. You will get more with this rough calculation that we did. I mean, you can break even in 10 years time, right? In 10 years time. So please take notice. And if you want to know more, or you want to follow the update of this particular project, I'm going to create a playlist called the Madhasa playlist, or Madhasa Limited. So you can come and check, on any latest update, we have with this particular project. So please, I mean, I think this is a very good deal. I mean, I used the 20 years because I posted the first video and one person made a comment that, I mean, because of the high rise of the sea and everything, I mean, the sea is going to take the land out in 20 years, 30 years. That's why I use the 30 years as the range, that even after 30 years, you're still not making any losses with this project. You are not making any loss after 30 years or 20 years with this project, right? So that's why I use that range. And also, I mean, if you paid attention to the videos, you saw that they are building a sea defense at that particular area. I mean, I'll be uploading more videos, of this project, so I'll show you what is actually happening there. They are building a sea defense and everything, so it is a safe place to be, right? So then I think this brings us to the end of today's episode. I really do appreciate your time spent here on the channel. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in my next episode. Let's get to it.